going to ask this guy. Can I ask your opinion on that?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's say you play American football.
You have
even baseball, soccer, rugby. And if you play no, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said it 5 times.
No, you said that.
I said you're right.
Okay. Sooner or later, you're going to break something.
Yeah.
And I said you're
Sooner or later,
right.
you're going to break something.
In impact sports, you're likely.
Yeah, it
the
doesn't matter what
the
you
less
eat.
impactful sports.
It doesn't matter what you eat.
It just makes it a lot less likely.
That's true. You strengthen your body.
Yes.
You get less chance of injury. But if you put yourself in traffic, you're going to get hit eventually.
Right. Well, even if you get hit, I mean, there's okay, those giants that we're talking about. They exist.
I don't know about
They
that.
existed. Well, Norway, they have tombs with 21 feet skeletons in them. Okay,
I've
don't
never seen them.
tell
I've
me
never seen them.
I think those were faked
that
up.
they don't exist.
Huh?
I think those might have been faked up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no,
They're not.
exactly.
Why do you
I'm not
say
going to
fake?
bet my life on it.
Photo
They
tricks.
did. What did you say?
Have we seen them actually firsthand?
Yes, I've seen photographs.
Yeah, just because.
Have
you
they
see something
excavated them,
doesn't
though?
make it
Yes.
real.
Where are they keeping them?
They're in Norway.
Like a museum that you can go to and see
This
them?
was before. Okay, all this work was done before the internet. Before
I
we
do
had
have a
internet.
Yeah, no, I know the photos you're speaking of. I've seen them as well.
Right.
And
But
they've done
it's
photo
ancient.
doctoring for hundreds.
Yes.
Ever since we've had photos, they've
Yes.
manipulated them.
Yes.
So I was just,
Actually,
if there's
they haven't really done that much manipulation. But there isn't any reason. Okay, there isn't any reason to exaggerate. When I'm a writer. Okay, I can only write about what I know and what I have personal experience, or what has been taught me.
Mhm.
Can't make up something like that. That is the bottom line. You can't imagine somebody 21 feet tall
I can imagine.
bear in mind that
only if you've seen it.
But-
You cannot write about it, imagine it, unless it's in your experience. There's no way
not
to do it.
necessarily true, because then you
How
have
much do you write?
uh,
How many books have you written?
no full books.
Okay, short stories. How many short stories have you written?
You don't have to.
You don't
write a
have
book.
to be a writer to know the imagination's a
you don't
powerful
have to
thing.
write a writer.
You it's just leaving.
Okay.
Because then it has to be made up.
Right, but the end result is still a fictional story that isn't completely based in reality, and that gets passed on to the next generation.
No, it
As
is
they pass
not-
on
it's
multiple
not
generations.
understood. It still has a absolute base, but it becomes less and less understandable.
Sure, but again, we tend to exaggerate things as we go.
do not
We
exaggerate.
absolutely do.
No, men do.
That would be a sexist statement,
Okay,
but people in
I
general
wanna
do
know.
tend to
No,
exaggerate. That is
men
human nature.
exaggerate. Men are political
Okay.
animals.
I mean, if it's a
Men-
sexual thing, then I know women
it's
exaggerate
not-
way more than men, and I mean that people
I
exaggerate.
know you do,
think-
because we
look,
started our
people-
DNA started breaking down.
Sure,
100
people exaggerate,
people.
but when you
Since
say
19
men specifically more than women,
Yeah,
well, that's
yeah,
just
yeah,
that's a false
I agree with
statement.
you.
That's an absolutely false statement of subjectivity.
Because this was, I know a gentleman. He works for the CIA,
Hmm.
and he is writing books on men's capacity for lying. Men cannot tell the truth.
Okay, I think our conversation just died right there.
Any level.
Okay.
They have no ability.
All of us? None of us can tell the truth on any level?
Well,
That's what you just said. That's literally what you just said.
they really,
I mean, that's in itself an
really
exaggeration.
It does. No, it really, it's like Russ. Russ wants to tell the truth. But
I don't know, Russ.
I know, he's my partner. Russ wants to tell the truth. But it's more important that he pleases me.
Okay.
It's okay to lie. It's okay to lie.
And so it's okay to lie because
Okay.
it pleases me.
It's okay
Sure.
to lie.
Bearing in mind, we'll go along with that
So
the
it's a
ideal
lie.
process. Men have generally been the leaders throughout cultural history.
Yes.
That's okay.
Stronger.
You're okay. That is a sexist statement.
No, it's a
Because-
factual
It's
statement.
A fact. It's a fact. Look at
Most
the
of our
government.
societies
Look at
are
the government.
patriarchal,
Look at the
where
government.
very few of them are matriarchal
Look at the
throughout
police.
a lot of our cultures. Not speaking just any one culture, generally around the earth. Men have held the
Go to
positions of
Afghanistan.
shamans.
Go to Afghanistan.
knowledge
So what-
holders and
There-
tribal
that's
leaders.
because it's a non-technological group.
But
In a
it's-
technological group, it automatically.
Oh, we're not talking about technology. We're talking about 4,000
Overall.
years ago. We didn't have technology like we do today. Today's a completely different situation.
And you understand that how? Okay.
Because
they know.
there's history that educates us?
Anthropologists have identified the source of technology and the group that spread it around the world. And
All
then
of them?
all of
I mean, all of humanity has evolved and contributed to technology, not just any one group.
and you're mistaken. That is
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Hey,
I
one
think we're
question,
done.
one question.
Yeah.
Your cam-
So you don't have
on?
any.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What's up?
So you don't have any understanding of that
I'm sure I do.
some people have creative minds and
That's
other
what I
people-
started with our conversation to
and-
explain to you.
You-
And there are
you are
whole
very
groups
nice
of people
because you
that do
can hold
have
a
no
conversation. I love it.
capacity
Thank you.
for creative thought. The Muslims have no capacity for creative thought.
That's a very racist statement, but
No, it
okay.
has
Completely,
nothing to do
completely.
with
It is absolutely, when you use generalities
then-
like that, you're saying men are all liars, Muslims have no imagination,
Chinese have no capacity.
Chinese have no capacity. Those are all racist statements.
No, it's-
Sexist and racist. Yes,
I
you're
agree
saying this group has
And
nothing there.
Japanese have
Those
no
people have
capacity
nothing there.
for creative
Japanese
thought.
have no, are you kidding me?
It's okay, but look.
Have
look,
you
but-
even
What
looked
they-
at Japanese
but isn't it
culture?
funny?
What they
Holy
do
shit.
is they
Isn't it funny
copy.
how we learn about people?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
What
but
they
that's-
do is copy.
No, they don't.
That
That's
that is why they
absolutely
have to
that's horseshit.
steal
I'm sorry,
secrets.
that is
It's
horseshit.
because
Yeah,
They
exactly.
want
You are-
to copy that.
We're done.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna have a racial
It's not
racist
racist.
conversation with
I
you.
used to hang out with the.
Oh, I used to have a black
Black
friend. I
Panthers.
can't be racist. You're saying a bunch of racist shit right
it's
here.
called
You're saying Japanese.
anthropology.
No, it's called
Your
racism.
ignorance.
No, I believe the ignorance stands here
Yeah, but check this out. Can I
because
say
you're
something?
so close-minded. You think
Can I
all
say
Muslims
something?
are this, all black people, all this.
Look, can I say
How
something?
many
That's
times
ridiculous.
Have you been
Look.
threatened by Muslims that they're going to kill you
Forget that.
because you
forget
are, do
that,
not
forget
honor men?
Stand back
Can I
from
say
me. I don't
something?
think you're
How many
vaccinated.
times
Stand back from me.
How many times have you?
Lady, stand back from me.
Why don't you call the cops?
Hey, look, hey, look.
Was there an organizer here? Can you run this lady out of here? Jesus Christ.
You're the one.
Listen, keep your racial shit to yourself. Stand over there and stand away from me.
No, no,
Oh, okay.
Okay, okay. It's time to
Fuck
stop.
out of here. No, I'm done.
You are a
Fucking
wonderful
ridiculous.
person. Because I thought we were having a nice
We were having a nice conversation until she started being a
Look,
racist.
I think the Jap-
What's going on, prospectors? This is Dig Daddy. So, we just got back from the 2021 PNW Miners rally out there in Liberty. And I gotta say, it was an interesting experience. It was a horrible experience, to be frank. Mostly because of one specific vendor there who felt the need to express her fucked up ideologies about how a lot of races are lesser than, and it was just really crazy. The rally itself was okay. I mean, it kind of felt a lot like a garage sale type of environment. There was only a couple vendors that really had anything there. For being a miners rally, there wasn't a whole lot of prospector vendors that wound up showing up. I had hoped to pick up some good amounts of pay dirt there. I figured there's going to be a lot of vendors and a lot of opportunities for me to get some pay dirt. Unfortunately, there was only one vendor who had any dirt, so that was kind of a bust. Lots of associations there wanting you to sign up with their groups, and they were giving away some raffle stuff. But all in all, I made one loop. Unfortunately, at the end of that loop, we ran into a problem person who had some very interesting ideologies, and was adamant that she was in the right, and didn't take the cue that, hey, I'm not interested in what you have to say anymore, so let's just disengage. But you know, when you have those people who want to tell you how right they are about how their fucked up ideologies are, you know, they're kind of evangelical, unfortunately, and they don't know when to shut the fuck up. Unfortunately, that's what I ran into, and quite frankly, after that incident happened, I was not interested in staying there at the rally anymore. There really wasn't enough there to entice me to want to stay after that happened. And it's really unfortunate. I know they're probably trying to rally to get more people to come out, and you know, of course, we always want to support the community. Unfortunately, one of their representatives of our community was very poorly representing. So I'm going to have two videos. I'm going to have the first, because I don't want the actions of that one vendor to reflect upon the rest of the vendors. Because I don't think that's fair. So I'm going to actually separate those videos. I'm going to do one of just me going up until that point. And then I'll do another video kind of showing the interaction and where it all went south. Yeah. Anyways. So, overall, for me, the Pacific Northwest 2021 Miners Rally was a complete bust. And it left me with a very sour taste in my mouth about our community. I assume these people know who she is, and you know, that's why they took her money to allow her to set up a booth. I don't know if she's had issues with anybody before, or they're cool with what she thinks. If that's the case, and they all feel, you know, that these ideologies are accurate and whatnot, then maybe that's something in itself. But hopefully that's not the case. I think there's a lot of good people in this community. And unfortunately, there's some that are just pieces of shit who ruin it for everybody else. Yeah. So yeah. Maybe next year I'll go back. I don't know. It'd be nice if they had a vendor list on their page, because then I can figure out who she was. And then, you know, if she's there next year, I won't go, and I won't encourage anybody else to go. As long as she's a vendor there and the rally takes her money to allow her to, or even allows her to set up shop, I'm not interested in going to their events. I mean, hey, if you're a racist, whatever. Everybody's entitled to think what they want to think. But it's 2021, so keep that shit to yourself, because nobody wants to fucking hear it, basically. If this offends or gets anybody of my viewers upset, you know, maybe you need to take some soul searching and think on yourself if maybe you're an asshole too. I hope that's not the case. I truly believe that we have a really good community here. But the bottom line is, if there's people who think that they're better than another person simply based on their race or religion or whatever, or lack of religion or whatever, then I don't give a fuck. You can go find a different channel to watch. You can sit in that echo chamber and pat yourself on the back. Farewell. But again, I believe that a lot of us are just good people who don't care what color you are or where you came from, as long as you're a good person and you try to contribute to society in some way, then you get a pass, right? But to just sit there and blatantly throw generalities out there to a complete stranger, mind you, you know, all men lie, men are blah 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 blah. You know, Muslims are this, that, and the other. Japanese, they're this, that, and the other. Chinese are this, that, and the other. It's like, do you not hear yourself and understand that when you say the X is X, and that you're including hundreds of millions, if not billions of people to your general statement, and you've wrapped everybody up in this little burrito, and you're like, this is just the flavor, then you clearly don't understand how humans work, because there's a wide range of people, there's a lot of assholes, and a lot of good people out there too. So that's that. And they're in every fucking country, every color, every race, everywhere. There's assholes and there's nice people. And that's that. And to sit there and say all these people are this just because of where they were born is stupid. It's the most ignorant goddamn thing you could say or be or do, to have that kind of mentality where you can't comprehend that somebody may be an individual. You know? That's my point. That's what set me off today. Got me really fucking upset because, you know, I've dealt with a lot of racism in my life. You know? And I'm just so tired of it. I have no fucking patience for it anymore. It gets me so worked up. And this was supposed to be a really nice day out with my son. And luckily he was sitting over in a different area and he didn't have to listen to all this bullshit. But, you know, I highly doubt she would have changed anything she said. Even if, you know, little kids are around or whatever. Just complete ignorance. And she just spews this stuff like it's facts and disgusting. Fucking disgusting. We don't need people like that. Stay under your rock. Grow old and die. And keep that shit to yourselves. So that the rest of us can maybe move forward with an impression to give people the benefit of the doubt. Fucking assholes. Anyways, this is Dig Daddy. Signing out. Here out in the shed. I hope the rest of you have a wonderful weekend. And if you get some pay dirt or you're digging some dirt, get that shiny. Peace out.